Hey guys, it's George from Wax here, and I want to tell you all about this tripod, head and legs combo I have here with me. Now, I've actually been searching for what I would call the perfect tripod for me for quite some time now, because I have quite specific needs, and I've found it actually really difficult to find a tripod that is going to meet those needs perfectly. So I'll just explain those to you now. I'm pretty much only shoot video. I don't really take many stills. So I'm looking for a tripod that obviously has good video performance. It has a good ability to get nice pans and get nice tilts. But here's the catch. I also travel around all the time. I shoot very on the go. We have quite like an on the fly shooting style here at Wax. So basically I need a really light and compact tripod with me. I can't be bringing what I would call a traditional video tripod with me because they're generally really big and really heavy, and it would just be completely impractical for the style of shooting I do. So I've been trying to fix this problem, and the way I've been trying to fix it is by using photography tripods because they are generally a lot lighter and a lot more compact than video tripods. But as you can imagine, most photography tripods, well, they're designed for photography. Therefore, they're not actually very good at getting nice pans and nice tilts, which kind of means it limits you quite a lot. They're perfectly fine for getting static video shots, but pretty much anything more than that, and most photography tripods really struggle. In fact, even doing focus pulls on a lot of photography tripods is really tricky because they're just not really built for doing that, so you will get little micro jitters and stuff. So I've been trying to find a solution to this problem, and actually I've been used a really wide array of photography tripods whilst trying to fix this problem, and none of them have done it for me until I got hooked up with this bad boy. So I'll tell you all about the combo I've settled on and why I've actually settled on it. So these legs are the Gitzo GT1545T Series 1 legs. They're made entirely out of carbon fiber, so as you can imagine, they really fit that bill of being light and compact. You can see here that they actually, they're not very long when they're at their minimum extension. I think it's 42.5 centimeters, which is not a problem at all. I can easily go and stick that on the back of my kit bag, which is exactly what I'm looking to do with these tripod legs. But yeah, they're just incredibly light. They have a max payload of 10 kilograms, which to be honest is way more than I'm ever going to be putting on a tripod like this anyway, so that's no problem at all. That's more than I need. And they also have a really wide range of heights. So they go at the maximum height, you've got 153 centimeters. Now that's really good because I'm actually quite tall and I often will be using this tripod to film myself. So it's really nice that it has a pretty good maximum height. I'm not much taller than the tripod, so my eye lines won't get too messed up, which is really nice. But it also has a minimum height of 22 centimeters, which is super low. So the way you do it is you've got these legs here. Now you would think that they wouldn't be able to go any lower than this, but there's actually like this little I don't know what you would call it, like a quick release kind of thing. And you can basically do that so that then you can extend the legs out further. So then if you do it on all the legs, you can actually imagine that the tripod can go really low. And then, you know, if I can bring this up here, and then all of a sudden, you can place that really easily, super low down on all sorts of things. So you've got a really nice minimum height there. If you want to get maybe some, just some closer to the floor shots, or you want to get, you know, in depth with some flowers or something like that, it's really nice to have the flexibility to be able to shoot high up but also low down. So you know, that kind of fits the bill there for these legs. They're light, they have a really good payload, and they actually have a wide range of height adjustment. But the real appeal of this combo for me is this video head here because it's awesome. It's also by Gitzo. It's the GHF2W fluid two-way head, and it is specifically designed for video shooters or wildlife shooters, because actually you can imagine if you were a wildlife photographer, you actually probably would have fairly similar needs to videographers in the sense of you need the ability to get good pans and tilts for when you're following that wildlife around. And that's exactly the reason I love it. After all of these photography tripods I've tried, none of them have I been able to get really nice tilts and really nice pans as well. It really does feel like a video head, if that makes sense. You know, it doesn't feel like a photography tripod head. It feels like a video tripod head, except from if you look at it, it's very photography-esque. It's super small and it's compact and light. So it's meeting those needs that I have perfectly. Firstly, it's got an arm like this, which a lot of photography tripods don't have, but is obviously a very key feature of video tripods, which just means you get so much more control. It's really flexible for getting your tripod moves. But it also has a pretty decent payload. It's 4 kilograms, which again, I generally don't really work with payloads much more than that. You wouldn't really want to be putting a payload that's over 4 kilograms on a tripod setup this small anyway, in my opinion. So yeah, that's more than enough for me. That works perfectly. And the head and the legs, you can see here, they have this sort of coating here, and that is designed for the wildlife users because it's anti-reflective. It means that if you're hanging out in a hide or you're in the middle of some bushes in the jungle somewhere, then they won't be reflecting the light, which basically means that you're less likely to be noticed by the animals, giving you more freedom to get up close and personal and get the shots you really want to get with it. Now, I can't say I've used that yet, but hopefully that might come in handy for me one day. But yeah, just generally talking about the usability of this tripod is what gets me so excited. Firstly, it's incredibly easy to use. If you want to lock off any of the axes you've got here and here, you can play around with the arm here. You can really quickly just take that on and off. It's really simple. It's just super customizable. There's actually a counterweight balance in this head as well. So if you do have those heavier payloads, you can see there, it will sort of snap back and then you can control how much counterbalance there actually is. But that's really nice if you have those heavier payloads so you can keep it in place. And yeah, it's just so nice to actually have found a solution to the issue I've been having. I don't know if there are many other filmmakers out there that kind of feel like they have a similar issue, that you don't want to be lugging around super heavy video tripods all the time, but you do want a top performing video head because it does make all of the difference. And actually, I'd previously found it really frustrating that on shoots, I might have a shot that is perfect for a pan or a tilt, but I literally just wasn't able to get it because my tripod couldn't do it for me. The previous photography tripods I'd used, they couldn't get smooth pans and tilts. They didn't have this arm and they didn't just have this super smooth mechanism in here for me to use. But yeah, it's just met my needs exactly, especially when you take into account the weight of this setup. So here, the legs here, these legs weigh 1,030 grams, so pretty much bang on a kilogram, which is just absolutely nothing. That's not going to cause you any issues. It's incredibly light. And this head here weighs 560 grams, which again is super light, especially for a video head. So it makes my whole setup actually around 1.5 to 1.6 kilograms, which when you go stick that on your camera bag, that's not going to cause you any issues. That's actually super light and super flexible. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to sort of see if there were any other filmmakers or perhaps wildlife shooters as well that wanted a really nice pan and tilting setup, but also needed that really compact, lightweight style, because it's just been such a godsend for me. It's been so useful, and it's really changed the way that I've been able to shoot while still being able to be really flexible and on the go. Now that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful to at least somebody out there that might have been having a similar issue to me. Now, if you did enjoy the video, if you could hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with the channel, that would be awesome for us. And actually, if you've got anything to ask me, anything you want to know about this tripod, pretty much anything in general, or if you actually are having your own kit issue, I'd love to hear about it. I'd be really interested to hear about it and see if I can help you out the way that this Gitzo tripod has helped me out. But apart from that, I think I'm done here, so I just want to say thanks for watching.